Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy back again here with another video for you. It's been a long time since I made a video on this channel, but I'd just like to go ahead and speak my piece real quick. Give you some advice on just life in general, and that's what this channel's about. But the topic of this video is going to be called "How to Defeat the Male Ego" and how to set yourself on the right path to be successful and letting that ego go and just being a better person, a better you. So I'm gonna start it off like this. I used to talk in slang, right? I used to not know how to communicate with people the correct way. I am Mexican. I would say I'm Hispanic, Mexican American, and I just never knew how to communicate with different people. I just knew how to communicate with the people that surrounded me, which were my peers and poverty-struck environments, and that's where you see all the crime, you see all the poor and the homeless and just all the above negativity in the world, the parts of town where you don't want to go to after night, that's what I was brought up in, okay? And so I used to talk to people in different slang, right? Different things. And for example, I would say a sentence like, instead of saying, "Oh, how you doing?" I would say, "Hey, what's up, fool?" Or I would say, "Hey, what's up, dog?" Or "What's up, G? What's up, my boy?" That's the type of slang that I occurred over so many years because so many other people would talk like that around me, So I picked it up like a normal human being would, and I ran with that. And that's how I talked for years, going up to my adult years, right? When I was past 18 already. And the thing is, I had to kind of look in the mirror and look at life in a different perspective, because I knew that I couldn't go into a job setting or I couldn't go into anything else involving other people talking like that. You can't talk like that around people, because first of all, it turns people off from you, and then it makes them look at you as a lower individual, some are scared of you, some are they feel just uncomfortable around you, and it's really not the way to talk to somebody, So what I did was I made myself promise that I would go ahead and correct what I've learned over the years and try to fix the way I communicate with people. And I did, I really did. I don't know if you could tell, but trust me, back in the past, I was saying fool, I was saying this and that, cussing, you know what I mean? And that's just not a correct way to talk to people and to communicate with people, because you can't get your words through people talking like that, So other than that, I took the time to go ahead and kind of reteach myself in the proper manner. A lot of people would say, "Oh, you talk too high class now," or "You talk," no, it's just well educated, it's just it's well presentable. And I think that a lot of people need to work on themselves and do that type of stuff for themselves, because again, it's not going to get you anywhere in life. But besides that point, the reason I used to talk like that was because I had a lot of ego. And what an ego is, it's basically a false perception of yourself, and a false understanding of yourself in the way where you think that you're better than you actually really are, And other words in the dictionary you could use is confidence. A lot of people have confidence or cockiness, that should be one right there, cockiness. And that all pertains to the word ego, right? Ego, every man has that type of thing in them, that type of feeling, or that it's hard to explain it, But what you got to do is you got to realize that your ego is kind of speaking for you and talking for you at a young age, right? Because it all starts from the beginning, where another child, another kid has a toy you want and you really want it, so you tell them, let me have it. They don't give it to you, so you end up fighting them or arguing with them, and it becomes physical as a young child, and whether you win or lose, you gain that ego now, that ego where you feel that you're entitled, right? And you feel more confident because you just basically went through a whole conflict and made it out, right? Because people are scared of conflict, and once they get into conflict and they figure, oh, there's actually a way out of that conflict, then that's when their ego starts evolving and it starts growing, right? And it happens a lot to a lot of us, right? So in a poverty struck environment, that's where I gained my ego, was fighting a lot. I used to be a big fighter. I used to always fight all the time as a kid, and I used to beat up kids, right? And I kind of let that get to my head, right? I gained more confidence because I could beat another person up. I could hurt another person, and I could feel like how would you say, just beat the person, right? Well, the thing is, I kind of bring that ego with me through my whole teenage years and whatnot, and the thing is also, where my ego took a big hit was in my teen years, where when I was younger, I used to get a lot of girls, right? I used to get a lot of girls because you have that baby face, you have that energetic body, you have all that stuff. But once you hit your teens and you get into puberty and whatnot, some people get fat, some people get too skinny, some people get acne. In my case, it was a lot of acne, and in my case, it was a lot of I started to look older, than I really did, because I looked way younger years prior. And that's just a part of life, you grow up and you become a man, right? But I couldn't take that, and instead of learning how to, because I was such a young kid and didn't have the right people around me to show me that you need to kind of put that energy in yourself and start to love yourself and start to correct little things that you do here and there, instead of worrying about your whole appearance. I did the opposite. I went a completely different way. Instead of loving myself, I went to hating myself, and I started taking it out on other people. And as years went by, my ego started growing and growing in a negative way, right? And there's two ways you can grow your ego, and nobody tells you that, because we all have an ego as a male, it's either you grow it positive way, the positive way, or you grow it the negative way, which is you go to jail, you commit crimes, you hurt people, or you could gain it and build it by doing positive things in your life, grinding at work, making money, treating people correctly, treating people with respect, which a lot of people don't these days, but it's easy to, man. It's not that hard to treat people with respect. So as you gain that and you gain more confidence in yourself, you start to realize, hey, I could do things that I didn't think I could do in the past, right? You go to school, get your license. It don't even have to be with big things. It could be the small things, which I took into account as a teenager to build off of that, which was getting my license, getting a car, getting a job, getting a good woman instead of just looking for these hoes on the streets, which I used to do. It's because I didn't know what direction to go in, but that's a whole nother video. Anyways, as time went by, I started building my ego in a more positive way. As of now, I'm trying to go ahead and make a gaming channel when I can. I do work and I do have a family I have to tend to, but in the future I will put a lot of not even the future, I'll put a lot of energy into it, and as much as I can, because I can't really do it all the time. I do have other responsibilities that are bigger than a gaming channel. So that's one of my things I want to do and want to create, is a gaming channel where a lot of people like ourselves can come in and just chill, and we can conversate, do what we do, and not only that, I do have another sports channel. It's not too big, or it's not big at all, but I barely created it, and I'm barely trying to get traction on it. I got like 23 subscribers or whatever. It's really small, but it's a Las Vegas Raiders channel. If you like the Las Vegas Raiders or anything in sports in general, football, go ahead and follow me there. And I'll leave all these links in the description. So I'm gonna go ahead and do those two things, and that's just my ego telling me I could do positive things in my life, something I like to do, instead of going and hurting this person or robbing this person, right? So man, I mean, long story short, I'm gonna give you tips on how to control your ego, put it in the right direction, and go ahead and make yourself a better person and a better man. And it's really easy, man. It don't cost any money. You watch videos on YouTube anyway, so might as well do this, right? And the first step, there's two big steps, right? The first step is to accept that it's going to be a process, building yourself back up, okay? A lot of people don't want to accept that. A lot of people want the short route. They want the little shortcut. Well, there's no shortcuts in life, and that's what you got to understand, right? So the first step is to accept that it's going to be a long process to fix yourself. And before you do that, you just tell yourself that. Because once you tell yourself that, just, when you speak to yourself anyways, you talk to yourself anyways throughout the day. So just talk to yourself in your head, or, if you can, out loud, right? Tell yourself, okay, I accept this. It's going to be a long process to fix myself. And just by you doing that, you're taking the first step into building yourself back up, and or building yourself up to a standard where you never thought you could be, because you never really had a positive ego in your past. So you could do that. And the second thing is, it's hard to find I would say male mentors in life nowadays, because so many people are to themselves, and this whole social media craze and everything. A lot of people don't really go out that much, to be honest with you, and if they do go out, it's to places where bars, parties, etc. Where you can't really build your ego and find that person that is a little bit wiser than you and wants to put you in the right direction. Wants to give you the right tools and the right advice in life. And that's someone like me, which I'm gonna get into, that you can go ahead and follow, right? So the second step, again, is to find a mentor. What you could do is, you have it for free. You have it on YouTube. I will leave 2 channels in the description, and I would go ahead and I'm gonna describe it all out to you. I'm gonna give you a little backstory on both of them. One of them is a gaming channel. You like gaming, you like sports or whatever, sports gaming, then go ahead and follow this person, and I will give you the link to his channel, and just, you don't even have to interact with him. Just watch his moves, and go back to the beginning of his channel, right? Not too far in the beginning, but almost 5-6 years from because he's been doing it for a while. So go ahead and do that. Go through his whole catalog, and just watch his moves, and watch the words he speaks to you. And he is religious. He is a Christian, I believe, but he doesn't splurt that out to you. He doesn't try to make you a Christian. He has his own beliefs, and he's basically just showing you how to maneuver through life, and it has no religion is involved. So if you like gaming like I do, I'm going to leave that channel in the description, and you go and see for yourself. Also, there's another guy on the that has a YouTube channel that is a great fucking mentor. He's kind of known as a internet dad, and he's gonna give you the straight up facts of being a man. He's a great mentor for a lot of young people out there, because they don't have father figures or whatnot, or if they don't have father figures, or they just don't have people to go ahead and give them positive feedback in their life. You know what I mean? He's gonna give you topics, and gonna maneuver you through life, and just follow him, and just listen to him, and give him some love, man. His content is the type of content that you're going to watch forever. It's not gonna be just here, oh, I'm done with it. Here and there, you're gonna pass up his videos, but once in a while he's going to come up with a topic that's going to help you get through your whole situation, right? Or at least part of your situation, or to put you in the right direction in it. So I'm going to go ahead and leave his channel in the description also. He is more of a philosopher. I wouldn't say he has a job description. He's just more of a philosopher for the male human being. So these are both good people. They're really good people, and you will enjoy their content. So, and like I said, long story short, the first step is to talk to yourself, and tell yourself that it's going to be a long process to fix yourself, and you're up for the challenge. Tell yourself that more than once. Tell yourself that every day, and I guarantee you're going to start feeling different, right? And it's not some magical shit. It's basically yourself. You're talking to your ego. And one thing's for sure is a lot of people let their ego control them, but you can have control of your ego, and that's just a fact. Okay, so tell yourself that. And the second step is to look at these two mentors. It's hard to find them in real life. You can actually find them in real life, and after you see these two guys and you go through their catalogs, go ahead and try to find yourself a mentor in your life, in your world, because we all have different perspectives of worlds, and we all live in different types of areas and just different types of lifestyles, So go ahead and find somebody that will guide you the right direction, and not just tell you what to do, And so yeah, man. So basically that's about it. I just wanted to get on this channel. I haven't spoke on this channel in such a long time, and I want people to understand that, don't let your ego get the best of you, because no matter what you do in life, you always got the opportunity to make yourself a better person. And no matter what happens in life, you always have that opportunity to make yourself a better person, and to advance and to grow.